I found my childhood diary at my parents' house. The last entry was written by me 3 months ago while helping my parents downsize for retirement. I discovered a box of my childhood belongings in their attic. Among faded report cards and craft projects was my old diary pern, a small blue book with a broken lock I hadn't seen since I was 12. That night in my hotel room, I flipped through pages of awkward crushes and middle school drama, smiling at my childish handwriting, but when I reached the final entry, dated the 18th of June 1998, my blood ran cold. I know what happened at the lake house. I saw everything. We'd spent summers there until I was 11, when my parents abruptly sold it. After what they called the incident pern in a night, I've never been able to fully remember what I do remember. Waking up in the hospital with stitches in my head, my parents explaining I'd fallen down the stairs in the middle of the night. My older brother, Jason, usually my tormentor, suddenly quiet and protective around me, and the nightmares that followed for years. Pert water darkness, someone holding me down. The next morning, I casually asked my mother about the lake house while helping her pack kitchen items. Why did we stop going there? I asked, keeping my voice light. She dropped the mug she was wrapping. It shattered on the tile floor. Why would you ask about that now? Her voice was barely a whisper. Just reminiscing, I said, heart pounding. I found my old diary yesterday. The color drained from her face. Where is it? She called my father into the kitchen. They exchanged a look I couldn't decipher. We need to talk, my father said finally, about what really happened that summer. What they told me over the next hour rewrote my childhood. The fall was actually an attempted drowning. A teenage neighbor, Part, a boy my parents had hired to help with yard work. Part had lured me to the lake at night. My brother, then 14, had followed us, sensing something wrong. He'd pulled me from the water and fought off the boy, who fled and was later arrested. My parents had sold the lake house, moved us across the state, and never spoken of it again, hoping I'd forget. They'd been advised by doctors that forcing me to remember might cause more trauma, but who wrote in my diary? I asked. My mother looked at my father, then back at me. Jason did. He was so angry we wouldn't tell you the truth as you got older. He thought someday you'd find it and deserve to know. That night I called my brother for the first time in years. Our relationship had fractured in adulthood for reasons I never fully understood. Now I wondered if it was connected to the secret he'd carried. Why didn't you ever tell me yourself? I asked, when he answered a long pause. Because every time I started to, you'd get those same nightmares again. I couldn't do that to you. We talked until sunrise. About that night, about the years after, about how protecting me from the truth had ultimately driven us apart. Yesterday, I started a new journal. The first entry begins. Sometimes the memories we lose are protected by the people who love us most. And sometimes uncovering the truth isn't about remembering trauma, it's about understanding why we were sheltered from it. Some secrets are written in pages we never thought to read. Others are written in the silences between the people who've always tried to protect us.